Hey guys, so I just want to talk to you guys about God. And I know I talk to you guys about God. That's all I ever do is talk to you guys about God nowadays. But it's just like God is just so great. Like, I know that it's kind of things that everybody says, and it's like, okay, well, if God is so awesome, why is this and this and that and that and that and this and this and that and that and that happening to me, right? But I just feel like you have the wrong state of thinking. It's not that it's happening to you, it's that you're experiencing it. It's not that it's just you that it's happening to. If you hear a lot of people's stories in the world, you will find how similar they are to yours. They might not be the exact same. I feel like if you step out of saying that it's me that is happening to, and saying that this is something that I am experiencing, it will take the personalization out of it. It will take the, oh, why God, why does this happen to me? Why me out of all people? Why are you forsaking me, right? It would take that out of it, because it's not you. It's not that you in particular are the person that has to experience it, or the only person that has to experience it, or who God is singling it out to experience it. You know, it's not that. It's just somehow, some way, you're gonna look back at this experience and you're gonna have learned something. You're gonna have been made better. You're gonna be able to help someone else, and you're gonna think about how God has brought you from that. You know, and I know if you're in the midst of it right now, you're not gonna be able to see that in this moment. But that's why people say, that's why it's said to just enjoy the good with the bad. Like, life is just all about taking things with a grain of salt. If you've ever heard that saying, basically, like, things are just bittersweet, and it just is. If you take anything from this video, just know that when you find God, when you find Jesus, not even when you find him, when you seek him, seeking you shall find, but when you seek him, you are made new. Your life, your eyes are open, your life changes, you know. You're just not the same anymore. You just not, like, I'm just not the same anymore. And I know I talk about Jesus a lot, but it's because through him that I'm this person. Through him, I have these new lenses to look out of, and I have this new way of thinking, and I have this hope, and I have this joy in the midst of all worldly trouble, you know. And here are some verses that has helped me so far, and this is just a few. This is not the epitome of verses. This is not like the Holy Grail, but Psalms 27:14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. What I say on the Lord. In this verse, it just speaks to me so much, because it's just like, we live in a world where we want things now. We live in you're supposed to drive through a drive-through to get food, 3 minutes, 5 minutes tops. If it's 10, what's going on? Why is it taking so long to cook food? This is a fast food. It's supposed to be fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, videos nowadays are less than 5 minutes, 30 seconds, less than a minute most times, you know. And when you click on a video to get a word, you want them to get straight to the point. You don't want to hear no long story. You don't want to hear no long introduction. You don't want to get to know nobody. You want to hear what it is that you clicked on this video for right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And this verse just reminds me that nothing runs on my time. It just doesn't. Especially anything of God. It doesn't run on my time. It runs on God's time. And God is a patient God. So you're going to be waiting. Because it's in his nature to wait. He's just so patient, and he's so loving, And he's going to teach you that. He's going to mold you into waiting on things, because all good things you have to wait on. If you want your food to be cooked thoroughly, if you want good service, you have to wait. You have to be patient. You can't go in there and demanding things and expect someone to still give you the same love and hospitality. And even though they should, because, you know, God teaches us to love the people that hate us, and pray for our enemies and all of these things, right? People fall short, and you might just catch that person on a throwback day, on a day that they was thrown back to before Christ. Period. I mean, I don't know, but no, I say this to say that, you know, you want good food, you want good service, you have to be patient. You know, everything can't be rushed. You want a good man. You want to have kids with a person that you're married to. You have to wait on your husband. You have to wait for that right person to have kids with. You can't just jump and settle on the first person you see and expect things to work out for your good. And sometimes they do, but most times they don't. Those are just examples to wait. And most importantly, when it comes to God, he's going to have you wait on the most precious things, the things that you will be happy that you waited on. And it's worth it. But the part that highlights in this scripture is be of good courage. Like, be of good courage. Like, don't be fearful. Be of good courage. And he will strengthen thy heart. He will strengthen your heart. He will make you strong enough to weather any storm, go through any battle. All you have to do is just have the courage, you know. Even if you are afraid, let that fear motivate you to do it anyways, because you know you have God, and God doesn't give you fear, and the enemy is just trying to hold you back because he knows that fear paralyzes people. So let that fear motivate you to do it anyway, because you know if you fearing something, that means that it's probably a good thing. It's probably going to work in your favor, especially if it's something God told you to do and you're fearing it. It's going to work out for your good. So just be of good courage, and he will strengthen your heart to go through the thick of it, if you're in the thick of it, to get through the thick of it, to weather the challenging moments, the challenging times, the heartbreaking moments, the saddening moments, you know. But another one that I love so much is Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Y'all, you don't understand how comforting that makes me feel, to know that God goes before me. Before he sends me anywhere, he's already been there to scope the place out, make sure it's okay, make sure things are looking put together and in order for his child to enter way before I'm even finna come into that, you know. Like, that makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so safe, you know, because who does that? Nobody goes to a restaurant or goes to a concert, a place where a concert is going to be held, or go to a hotel or something, I don't know, before the time that they're about to stay there. They don't go there before then to scope the place out and make sure things are good. You do that with apartments, you know, you do that, but most things that are to come, you just walk into blindly and hoping for the best, right? But with God, you don't have to do that, because he already made sure. He's not going to send you anywhere that he didn't make sure that boy was a 5-star residence, period. and then it says he will be with you. So not only does he goes before me to make sure that it's okay for me to be there, but he also stays with me through the walk there, and even when I'm there and after. So if anything go down, even if the apartment you went to go scope out, right? Even if that apartment you went to go scope it out and you thought it was so good, so safe, and then you get there, stuff is breaking down, the water doesn't work, it don't come out right, the water pressure is faulty, all type of stuff, right? He's still gonna be with you to make sure that if anything happens to go wrong, even though God already foresees everything that will happen, but if anything out of inconvenience, anything that the enemy tries to throw your way, any type of curveball, he there to block it. He there to make sure he can assist that slam dunk, period. I'll just use that because I said block. I'm sorry, I'm getting off. But yeah, like, God just, he that for real. He that for real. Another one that comforts me is Joshua 1:5. There should not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. And God, he is like, he keeps letting you know, I won't forsake you. I won't. Like, you, that's not even a question. That's not even a worry. Like, he keeps reassuring us, he won't forsake us. He won't forsake us. He just won't forsake us. It's like, I'm sorry, I just felt him. But God is just so good. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm over here finna get emotional anytime I feel the Holy Spirit near me or around me or in me, or just, I mean, he's always in me, but you know, just like that hug or something, or I don't know. I just get emotional. Like, I just want to cry. Most times I start crying, but it's just out of pure joy. You ever just cried because you were so happy to have what you have, to know what you know, to be where you are? You ever just been so happy? Like, this is how I feel right now. But I'm sorry. But yeah, back to this. So there should not be any man that stand before thee. Meaning, there's not going to be anyone that's able to come up against you when you have me. All the days of your life. As I was with Moses. When he says, as I was with Moses, like, come on now. He loved that man. If you know about him and Moses, like, come on now. If you know about the days of Moses, come on now. That man was literally handpicked, anointed to lead God's people. To lead God's people. Like, what? God, me? You want me to lead your people? Like, come on now. Moses was up there with David, and David was a man out of his own heart. Like, he loved David. He loved David. Like, he loved David, but he loved Moses too. And just like Moses led them through the thick of it. Like, he led them through the storm. He led them out of Egypt when Pharaoh and his people came after them, and and God used him to part the Red Sea. Come on. That's love. That's really being with somebody. And that's what he means when he says, I'm with you. He did not, like, what? God was able to use Moses to part the Red Sea. I'm gonna get emotional. I'm sorry. Y'all probably see me getting flustered on camera. But it's like, bro, what? This man parted the Red Sea. I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. It's the spirit. It's the spirit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the spirit. Cause I'm getting passionate. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I keep saying I'm sorry, and there's really nothing to be sorry about. But it's just like I'm trying to give y'all a message, and I'm trying to get it out, and it's just okay. Okay. That's what he means when he says he's going to be with you, because he was with Moses the whole way through. Like, and Moses led them through the wilderness, all type of stuff. Like, God used Moses to do miracles, to show the power of God. God used Moses to lead them out of danger, lead them out of harm's way many times. And again, he also affirms that he's going to be with you no matter what. He's never going to leave you nor forsake you. He's not going to fail you. Like, the fact that he said, I'm not going to fail you, like, come on out. I'm not going to forsake you. I'm going to be with you. And then another one that makes me feel good, and I think it's one more after this. Joshua 1:9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Whithersoever. I'm sorry, I'm not making fun of it. It's just like whithersoever, Basically wherever, but it's just the whither, It's just, okay, I'm sorry. And basically this verse just reiterates being strong and being of good courage, and just not being afraid of anything, just not being dismayed. Not like dismayed means to just be, to lack confidence, to lack the motivation, or to basically turn away from something, to turn away from where God is leading you because you're afraid or you're fearful. And he's just telling you not to be that, because you have him. For the Lord thy God is with thee. He's with you wherever you go. And that just, it makes me feel so good, because it's like, dude, like, you know how sometimes you just feel so alone, and basically God is just affirming in your spirit, affirming to you his word and his truth that you're not alone, because I'm with you wherever you go. And that's just something you don't have to doubt, or that you don't have to worry about, And then the last one, Joshua 1:7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right, or to the right hand, or to the left, that thou mayest prosper wherever thou go. And it's just like, to me, that's just basically like a warning, like, just keep doing what you're doing, keep being strong, keep being courageous, and just remember the things that I've taught you, that I've told you, and don't turn left or right. Just keep going straight. Don't make any turns, and you will prosper. You will get everything that you desire, and more, according to my will, But I just wanted to talk to y'all and really just encourage y'all, because I just know the times we in, I feel it, and I know, like, God is showing me, God is telling me, which is how I know, because I'm not trying to make it seem like any of this is off my own strength or my own accordance, but only God, and God is just, he's just so, I'm gonna get emotional. He's just so good. Like, he's just so loving and affirming and encouraging and comforting and strengthening and amazing, and just so just and gracious. Like very, very gracious. Like there's nobody like him anywhere. Like it's just not. There's nobody like you nowhere. I love you, Jesus. I worship and adore you. Just want to tell you that I love you more than anything. I'm sorry. Look, I'm all in my own world on the video. Like I'm finna go praise. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you feel God. I hope I don't know. I really hope that you find God and you find his love and his mercy and his joy and his peace. I really hope that for you. Like whoever's watching this, like I really hope that for you. Cause he's like I'm sorry. Stop saying sorry, cause there's nothing to be sorry for. It's just like I'm finna get emotional, and you know how you just been like as a child you've been cut for being so emotional, like not cut literally, but just, you know, so I apologize most times when I get emotional or I want to, because I didn't have room for that. And God has freed me. I'm so free, and it's like I want y'all to be free. Like you can be free in God. Like, oh my gosh. You can be free. You can be free, bro. Like God is so good. It's like just try him. Like just try to experience life with him, and I promise you, you'll never want to go back. But you have to be obedient. Like you really have to be serious about this. You can't be lukewarm, or you're not going to get the full glory out of it. You're not going to get not the glory, but you're not going to get the full understanding of what life is with him if you're still trying to live in this world. So it's really nothing that God has that is worse than this world. It's nothing that this world has that's better than God. Like it's just nothing. Like, yeah, you want to smoke, you want to drink, but is that fulfilling you? Is that keeping you warm? Is that comforting you for real, for real? Is that really solving any of your problems, helping you heal from anything? Is that really resolving any trauma, resolving anything? Like I promise you it's no. I promise you it's no. I know it's no, because I've been there. You know what? I'm gonna say that for another video, because this video is getting too long, and it'll be an hour. It'll be an hour, because I can go on and on about God and his goodness. Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all, for real. Peace and love to you, to your family, to your life, whatever you're going through. I just really hope you take it to God and just surrender your life to him. I'll see y'all in another video.